Welcome back to Old Charles. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, with a special focus on the United States 1-cent coin from 2006. At first glance, it might look like just an ordinary penny, but trust me, the history, the details, and the potential value of this coin are more interesting than you think. Oh, if you've got a 2006 penny in your pocket or coin jar, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes it special, what collectors look for, and how much it can be worth today. The 2006 penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The coin's obverse, or front, features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait first appeared in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday and is still one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. On the reverse side, you'll see the famous Lincoln Memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo. This design was introduced in 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it remained on the penny until 2008. That means the 2006 cent is one of the last issues to carry the Lincoln Memorial before it was replaced with the Lincoln Bicentennial reverses in 2009. In 2006, the U.S. Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins at two primary locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark. Both mints produced huge numbers of 2006 pennies, making them common in circulation. But the real story lies in their condition, varieties, and errors. The 2006 Lincoln cent is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This composition was introduced in 1982 to save costs, replacing the nearly pure copper cents made before that year. Weight ***, 2.5 grams diameter ***, 19 millimeters edge ***, plain, no reading. Because of its zinc core, these pennies are prone to corrosion and surface damage if not stored properly, something collectors always keep in mind. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the value. Point 1. Face value. Of course, the coin is worth 1 cent in everyday transactions. But to collectors, certain examples can be worth more. Point 2. Circulated condition. In general circulation, a worn 2006 penny is usually worth only its face value. Millions were made, so common examples don't fetch a premium. Point 3. Uncirculated condition. A bright, shiny 2006 penny with no scratches or wear, straight from a mint roll or bag, can be worth between 10 cents to $1 depending on grade. Coins graded MS 65, gem uncirculated, might bring in around $1 to $5. At MS 67 and above, the value increases significantly, with some examples selling for $50 to $150.5. Proof coins, 2006 S. The San Francisco Mint also struck special proof pennies for collectors. These coins have a mirror-like finish and were sold in sets. A 2006 S-proof penny is typically worth $1 to $5, but deep cameo examples in perfect condition can reach $25 or more. Collectors love error coins, and 2006 Lincoln cents are no exception. Some of the most valuable types include: look for doubling in the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. These can sell for anywhere from $20 to several $100s depending on clarity. If the coin design is misaligned, leaving part of the surface blank, it can be worth $50 to $200 plus depending on how far off center it is. Coins missing a small curved portion of the edge due to minting mistakes can be collectible, often worth $30 to $100. Small die crack between the letters B and E in Liberty, which looks like an extra I, is another variety that collectors love, usually valued at $10 to $50. So, if you find a 2006 penny with a strange mark, doubling, or unusual strike, don't just spend it. It might be a rare variety worth much more. When it comes to value, condition is everything. Collectors use the Sheldon grading scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. Dark brown, scratched, or worn coins are only worth face value. Coins with some detail visible but still showing wear might bring in 5 to 10 cents. Crisp detail, full luster, and no wear, these are the coins that collectors pay premiums for. Struck with special dies, proof coins are highly collectible, especially in flawless grades. While the 2006 penny is modern and common, collectors often save them in high grades or with errors. Since the Lincoln Memorial design ended in 2008, coins from the final years of the design may gain more collector interest over time. If you have rolls of 2006 pennies tucked away, check them carefully. You could be sitting on a gem-quality coin or a valuable error that makes it worth far more than just 1 cent. So, that's the full story of the 2006 United States 1-cent coin. From its history and design to its value and condition. Most are worth only a penny, but the rare ones, especially in top condition or with errors, can be worth tens, hundreds, or even more to the right collector. The 2006 1-cent coin, often called the Lincoln Memorial Cent, has a rich background that connects over a century of American coinage and history. To understand the story of the 2006 penny, we need to go back more than 100 years. The first Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, were famously placed on the reverse at the bottom. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln, rather than a symbolic representation like Liberty. Lincoln was chosen because 1909 marked the 100th anniversary of his birth. His portrait quickly became iconic, and the design has remained the longest-running obverse design in American coinage history. From 1909 to 1958, the Lincoln cent featured wheat ears on the reverse. These wheat pennies are still popular among collectors today. They represent the first 50 years of the Lincoln cent. During this era, the coin went through some changes. In 1943, due to World War II, the mint switched to steel cents coated in zinc to save copper for ammunition. From 1944 to 1946, pennies were made with recycled ammunition shell brass. These shifts reflected the nation's history, showing how world events influenced even small coins. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Sculptor Frank Gasparo designed the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, which shows the famous monument in Washington, D.C. If you look closely with magnification, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a rare example of a coin showing a person on both sides. This design lasted nearly 50 years, and the 2006 penny is part of this era. That makes it one of the final memorial cents before the design was retired in 2008. The 2006 issue comes during the last few years of the memorial reverse. It carries both historical weight and modern appeal. Millions were minted at Philadelphia and Denver, and the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. Although common in circulation, 2006 pennies are a key part of Lincoln cent history because they bridge the transition from the long-standing memorial design to the bicentennial reverses of 2009 and eventually the Union Shield reverse introduced in 2010. Another important part of history is the penny's composition. From 1909 to 1982, most Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper. In 1982, rising copper prices forced the mint to switch to a cheaper alloy, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. By 2006, all pennies were zinc-based, which is why these modern cents are lighter and more prone to corrosion if exposed to moisture. The Lincoln cent, including the 2006 issue, has always been more than just a coin. For Americans, Lincoln represents freedom, unity, and leadership during one of the nation's darkest times, the Civil War. Having him on the smallest denomination ensured that almost every citizen, rich or poor, would handle a piece of history connected to Abraham Lincoln. In fact, the Lincoln cent is sometimes called the people's coin because it's the most widely circulated and recognized coin in U.S. history. Billions are made each year, and the 2006 penny is part of that story of everyday money carrying historical significance. Only a few years after the 2006 penny was struck, the U.S. Mint made major changes. 4 different reverses were issued to celebrate Lincoln's 200th birthday, and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. The Union Shield reverse design replaced the memorial and is still in use today. That makes the 2006 penny one of the very last issues before the Lincoln cent entered a brand new chapter in design. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The same 2006 penny that's worth just a single cent in your pocket change could be worth tens or even hundreds of dollars in pristine condition. Let's break down exactly how condition works for this coin, using the Sheldon Coin Grading Scale, the universal standard used by collectors and grading companies like PCGS and NGC. Most 2006 pennies you'll find in your change today are circulated, meaning they've been used in everyday transactions. These coins have picked up scratches, wear, discoloration, and sometimes corrosion. Uncirculated coins are those that never entered general circulation. They were taken directly from rolls, bags, or mint sets and preserved carefully. These coins have no wear, although they may still show tiny marks from the minting and packaging process. In addition to circulation coins, the San Francisco Mint made special proof pennies for collectors. Proof coins are struck using polished dies and planchets, giving them a mirror-like background and frosted details. These are the most valuable because they look almost brand new. For example, a 2006 penny graded MS-67 brown might sell for only $20, while the same coin graded MS-67 red could bring $100. If you want your 2006 pennies to retain or increase in value, proper storage is key. Keep them in coin flips, capsules, or albums to prevent scratches. Store them in a dry, cool environment. Moisture can cause zinc cents to corrode and develop zinc rot. Avoid touching them with bare fingers, as oils from your skin can leave permanent marks. Collectors who saved rolls or mint-sealed examples in 2006 are more likely to have high-grade coins today, which are the ones worth money. The condition of a 2006 1-cent coin can mean the difference between it being worth just 1 cent or hundreds of dollars. Circulated examples are common and worth face value, but high-grade uncirculated coins, proofs, and error varieties can fetch significant premiums. For collectors, the hunt is all about finding the best-looking, highest-quality examples.